Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit, and today in the house we've got special guests, Puka dog, puppy Finn, and yes, my friend Amira Beth, who lives on Kauai, sent me a Puka dog hat because there's a hot dog stand that is called Puka dog, and it's the same as this little sweetheart. And if you know me or you've ever been to these classes, you'll know that Puka dog got her name from the shell, the white shell, the puka shell with a hole in it. And it's just a really fun coincidence that Puka dog is also a hot dog stand. So thank you, Amira, for my new amazing hat. I absolutely love it. And we're here today to do Virgo yoga, yoga for Virgos, Virgin, the Virgin. I'm rambling now. But anyways, I'm super grateful to be here. And if you have been to my classes before, welcome back. If this is your first time, then I'm really excited for you. We do Zodiac themed yoga classes every month. And then of course on Yoga with Nicole Spirit, there's all kinds of magical classes that we explore. We do some Qigong energy skills or Chinese yoga, and some Dao Yin, some Taoist yoga, and then just blending in the good old regular yoga that you know. So Virgo rules the stomach and the small intestines. It's an earth sign, so we think about our belly, we think about our inner resolve, our inner fire, our sense of security and a sense of like turning basically worry or nervous energy to confidence, to a passionate energy. So let's start by bringing our hands over our belly. We fold at the thumbs and we just gently allow for the breath to come into the hands. This is called dantian breathing or lower abdominal breathing, pardon me. So we inhale, we feel the air go past our nose, our heart, and into the belly, puff out the hands. And then on the exhale breath, you feel the exact opposite. Feel your breath going out the other way and your hands pull in at the end of the breath. So let's just do this a couple times where we feel this full life force, this big, deep, maybe 5 to 7 second inhale breath go right into your hands. Animate all of your digestive organs, and on the exhale, gently pull your hands back in and feel the air or life force go out. And we become aware of the 3 energy centers of the body when we do this. So we notice that at the belly, we have that sense of vitality, that sense of confidence, rather than insecurity or nervous energy or worry. And then at the heart, we have the sense of connection to each other, to emotions. And then at the mind, we have wisdom. We learn how to respond with wisdom rather than be reactive. And Puka dog has been such a good teacher for me in life because she loves other people, loves children, loves and likes other dogs that she knows. But if she does not know another dog, she can get really, really grumpy. So yeah, let's just do one more big full breath. And I picked a card for today. And this is all about your confidence center. So confidence is my power. What's your superpower? So keep taking a few more breaths into the belly. These are the mantras for Virgo this month. I am confident. I am self-assured. I am fearless. I see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. I am confident. And then it asks, can you think of a time when you were confident and how did it make you feel? So notice if there's any kind of earthy stomach stuff going on, any grief or any nervous energy, and we just want to wash that away with a good sense of confidence and really being here and having a good life. All right, so we're going to start off in child's pose, and the theme of my Virgo class today is essentially going from caterpillar to butterfly. So let's make our way down. Now there's a couple options. You can have your knees open or your knees together. And just a quick reminder that sometimes child's pose isn't the most comfortable or relaxing, so you just figure out what works for you. I really like having the configuration of both my hands stacked
And then just resting the forehead on the hands. So see how that feels for you. Take some nice deep breaths. Another option, of course, is to have the knees wide open. That just makes all the space for your belly, for your digestive organs. And then we've got options, stacking fists again or arms out in front. See what works for you today. And I want you to smile. I want you to create an external smile and then also an internal smile. And just do a quick little scan of your body. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. Allow for your breath to smooth out the edges and just really have a space where we can have a fun and joyful practice, really feeling like we're going from this little cocoon to becoming a full butterfly. All right, so one more breath here. Really breathe into that belly, that elixir field, your energy bank account. Create a beautiful connection with your belly. Love your belly, love your body. And then next, we're going to gently just bring ourselves up onto all fours. Bring your knees right back under your hips. Your hands arrive under your shoulders. And we're going to send our spine long, so your head away from your tail. And just with the flat tabletop, notice what it feels like to bring the belly in and up, to engage what's called the Uddiyana Bandha in the yoga terminology or Sanskrit. And it basically means that instead of just having your belly hanging out, which is totally cool, right now we're going to engage and bring the navel towards the low spine. So even while you're breathing and when you inhale, the belly wants to come back out, but can you maintain a little bit of that core connection? Let's do one more breath here. We're not doing anything. We're just pushing the ground away. We're feeling our core engage and we're breathing all mindfully. See how that feels. Some of the words for Virgo: intelligent, reliable. We're going to slide up our knees now and come into rock pose. See how this feels. Just sitting in also what's known as hero's pose, Vajrasana. This is considered a pose that's like being really solid instead of kind of slouching here. I always remind people that your good posture is what makes you attractive and what makes you really feel and sense that inner self-confidence. So just sitting up nice and tall. Again, second chakra, this energy center of the body, in and up, the belly in and up. It's called the Uddiyana Bandha or the belly lock. Good, and we're just gonna sit for one more breath. Let's take the arms back. We're gonna make goalpost arms and bring the shoulder blades, squeezing them together. Lift the arms up. You can come up on your knees and then exhale, come down and squeeze those shoulder blades together, making goalpost arms. One more time, lift up into a knee stand, smile, and then exhale, come back down and squeeze your elbows down, shoulders together. Good. And then we're going to release our arms out in front, bring the legs back behind you, and we're going to try bow pose today. Bow pose is when we lie on the ground, and this is where we get some really good pressure and some good stimulation into our belly. Dhanurasana. So it's like we string the bow and arrow. So we're going to bring our feet back, and you decide today, maybe you just want to do one side at a time. This is a beautiful quad stretch to just hold one foot. Let's actually do that one at a time and just open up through the low back. See how it feels. This is a sign that we think about seeing the beauty in the small details. Good, and then we come back. Now, if you're into it, try both legs, just bringing both feet up to start. Maybe it just looks like this. Your hands are reaching back. See how that feels. Maybe you take hold of the tops of the feet. That's phase 2. Phase 3 would be to lift the chest, to lift the thighs. This is a strong motion of lifting the thighs up and away from the ground. And you can see that the bow and arrow, gets strung here. Wow, sunshine in the third eye. Thank you, universe, life force, sunshine, moonshine. Good, and then release everything down. We're gonna bring our arms out in front. Slide yourself back a little bit. And next one we're gonna do is Sphinx pose. So notice the tendency here again. We wanna be in a little back bend. Sometimes we sink and we kind of fall down here. I want you to push the ground away, have your hands pushing into the ground, and just think about the caterpillar going into the cocoon and preparing to be a butterfly. Let's come down very gently. Slide your hands back, and now we're going to do a few cobra lifts. So we're pushing on the belly. We're creating a little bit of tension and what they call healthy stress, just to get things moving. And you might even notice after a good yoga practice that you go to the bathroom and you don't only release some physical stuff, but maybe you also have an emotional release as well. You flush that emotional toilet. Good. We're going to lift up the hands, the shoulders, let your belly press into the ground. Maybe you can feel that strength there of your core muscles pushing away, and then we lower back down. Now, I didn't offer this option, but of course you can leave your hands on the floor, see how that feels, or lift with your hands, and you don't lift as high, but you notice that you're using your core strength, your powerhouse, the front and the back, rather than just pushing or muscling into the ground with your arms. And if there's any gentlemen doing this class, make any adjustments that you need to for any of these poses so that they're a bit more comfortable. Let's do 2 more breaths. I hope you know what I mean. Try and be polite about that. Good. And then we're going to slide our arms out in front again. Notice how you feel here. I want you to bring your toes curled under now. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And we're going to push the ground away and see if we can arrive in a plank pose. If that's way too much for you today, arrive in half plank with your knees on the floor. If it's available, we're going to hold for 2 breaths where we get this nice long line, chaturanga pose, plank pose. We're strong in the arms, we're strong in the back, and we've got that Uddiyana Bandha engaged. The belly is in and up. Let's hold for 1 more breath. If you're starting to shake and vibrate, that means you're doing it right. Good. And then we're going to release, come onto the knees, bring your legs a little bit forwards, swing your feet around, and then we're going to extend the legs out in front of us. See how you're feeling. How's your breathing? And remember your mantra, I am confident. And this could be in anything in life, anything that you need help with, bring confidence to that. If you're trying to quit something, say I am strong, I'm confident I can do this. If you're trying to bring on a new hobby or learn something new, be confident in your abilities. I'm about to finish my Qigong teacher training. All right, so we're sitting up nice and tall, not just rambling, this is a pose, Dandasana. And this is the one where we feel our spine, the staff, the danda, sitting up nice and tall. Notice your belly. Let's bring the hands onto that core area. And I want you to say something really nice to your belly. Like, I love you, belly. Thank you for helping me digest food, helping me digest life. I'm a confident Virgo. And, you know, of course, we all have a little bit of each zodiac sign in there. So I think of my Virgo friends, and I think of, you know, sensuality. I think of maybe a little bit of shyness. And just this beautiful energy of this core. It's said sometimes that Virgos can be prone to indigestion. Can't we all? And I love the reminder, drinking more water will, of course, improve that. So, actually, drinking more water will improve any situation. So next thing we're going to do, bring in that left knee. See how that feels. Sit up nice and tall. Smile, and then we're going to do what's called half shoelace. This is a great stretch for the back side of the legs, and it just feels really good in the hips. So I'm going to float my foot up and over my right knee, left foot over the right knee, and as much as you can, you're going to bring your foot back towards your bum. It's not going to go that far, but this is your position here. Now, as soon as you do this, you hopefully feel some engagement, or you notice the back of your hamstring, the back of your thigh. So you can stay here. Option 2 is to lean forward slightly. Place your hands down on either side of that leg. This should feel good. Right away, I feel my hammy go, yeah, I feel ya. Now this is fun to play too. You can bring your hands to the right. You can bring your hands to the left.
And then again, just decide where you need that stretch today. One more breath. Nice long spine if available. Belly is engaged, and we bring our heart forwards rather than just in a big slumped over position. You really have that control of your spine and you feel good. Let's come back. Remember that Virgo is this planet Mercury, which is communication. We're going to extend the left leg, right foot coming up. We sometimes hear about Mercury going retrograde when Mercury leaves or is far away from Earth. It's said to hamper our communication. Nice deep breathing. Just feel this nice stretch here. And then we're going to take that foot up and over to the outside of the left knee. And then as much as you can, you're going to fold at the knee. If you don't want to, that's fine. And we're going to bring our foot towards our butt cheek. Nice and tall, sit up, and then we're going to gently bring our hands down. So start to see if it's available to do a little bit of a forward fold here. As soon as you do it, you're going to feel it in the back of that thigh. And then we play. We bring our hands to one side of the leg, really just feeling and exploring. Be mindful with your breath. Remember a 5.5 second inhale and exhale. 5.5 seconds is what's called a rejuvenating breath. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Rest, repair, relax, rejuvenate. That's why yoga and qigong and all of these energy practices are so valuable, because they make us slow down our breathing. And I love the reminder, when you pay attention to your breath and you slow it down, you get a free meditation. Let's come back up, see how you're feeling. Let's release that left leg. We're going to shake out our legs. Now, because Virgo rules the core, it seems only right to do a couple of core exercises. So first we're going to bend the knees. We're going to embrace an imaginary tree. My tree today is a birch. And we're going to lower down with control. And I know it sounds funny, but pet peeve when you're at the bottom and then all of a sudden it's a crash. I want you to really manage mindfully. Allow for this last little part of your spine to connect with the ground, and you have control. It should feel really good. So we're not going to do anything too bizarre. I really love this core exercise. By the way, I had hibiscus open today. It's facing to the sun right now, but I always get a little charge from when the high eye is open, giving us that aloha spirit. It's like a caterpillar that's about to emerge and become this beautiful butterfly. So I want you to visualize you're in the cocoon, you're doing all the hard work. There have been some rough years that have gone by, maybe some rough months, and now we're going to emerge. We're going to come out, and we're going to slowly start to think about what it feels like to let our wings expand. So hands by the ears. This is your first variation. Leave your head on the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Variation 2, legs just float away. If it's available, you can also lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and we put it all together. Inhale, stretch the arms and legs. Exhale, draw it back in. Double leg and arm stretch. I like to inhale on the opening and exhale on the close. Again, head on the floor if this is bothering you, and I want you to notice that core sensation. Feel strong. I am confident. I am well. And I love the Buddhist philosophy. All we wish for with anybody, with ourselves, is that you're healthy and happy. That's it. That's it. Even if there's somebody you dislike, let's do 3 more. You just say, I wish good health and happiness for them, and then they can poop off. And then for yourself, all you do is wish good health and happiness. Good. Lower your head back down. Keep your knees engaged. Give yourself a hug. Smile, breathe, soften. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just preparing to be the most beautiful butterfly you've ever seen. And if you're interested in getting some beautiful clothing made, my friend Bridget, one of my favorite Virgos, one of my favorite people, she makes clothes, and it's called Monarch Impressionz. So if you want to have any of your logos printed on your clothes, that's my girl, and Monarch, there you go, your butterfly's emerging. Let's do 4 circles with the knees. You're gonna feel this at your sacrum, the base of your spine. So keep your chin tucked. Gently massage all the way around. And again, if there's a spot that's like, oh my gosh, that feels so good when I just pause there, do it. It's like you're giving yourself a little massage or acupressure session from the inside out. Then when you've done 4 circles, pause, go the other way. So you're not just flinging your legs around, you're being mindful here. You're massaging the base of the spine, the sacrum, which also translates to sacred bone. Secret. That's your secret between you and the universe, and not even one other human or animal or anybody knows. Let's finish off with the knees back up and in at the chest. Bring your chin a little closer to your chest so your neck elongates, and just feel and enjoy your spine on the ground. Let's do one more move here where we stretch the legs long and we bring the arms up overhead and we get this really nice release in the midsection. Pull long on the right, open up your right hip and right shoulder, wiggle your fingers and toes on the right side. Imagine your right wing is starting to think about coming out of the cocoon. Then we bring the hip and shoulder together on the right, extend the left side long, and you can wiggle your fingers and toes. And just for a brief moment, I'd like you to imagine what kind of beautiful creature is coming out of your cocoon. Maybe it's not even a butterfly, maybe it's a dragonfly. Maybe it's a firefly. Good. Hip and shoulder back together on the left. Let's gently float our arms down by our sides. And breathe. Now it feels like we could get up and do another half an hour of yoga, or it feels like we could stay here and be super content. Now, I really want you to dive into that butterfly metaphor, and we're going to do 4 ha breaths lying on the ground. So think of making snow angels when you're a kid. So I want you to be a kid, and now I want you to make butterfly angels that are really accessing your connection to what they call the higher self, your soul. It's like your soul is kind of like, okay, what's my little person doing? And you're checking in. You're like, don't worry, I'm going to be a butterfly, and I can feel and see any struggle has been worth it. We're going to inhale the arms up, and then exhale and float them down. Big ha breath on your exhale. Can you visualize or imagine your beautiful butterfly coming out of the cocoon? Good. So just laying here for another couple of moments. We're almost done. We're going to bring the arms out to the side, shoulder height. I want you to wrap your arms around your own self. Give yourself a hug and say something really nice to yourself. I am confident. I am a beautiful butterfly. I know that my challenges were worth it and brought me to this beautiful emergence in my life. Let's open the arms wide and do the other arm on top. You might even get your fingers near your shoulders and just give yourself a little squeeze. I love me. You know, the quality of relationships that you have with other people are all dependent on that self-confidence, that self-esteem, that sense of loving yourself. And trust me, I know it's hard to do. The shadow side of the core or the belly can be depression, it can be grief, it can be sadness, it can be worry. So we want to just really feel and sense that we're in this life dance together. Good, release your arms. One final stretch just to really make sure that we're feeling it. We're going to bring the knees up. We're going to lower the knees to the right. I usually do just a little hip movement to the left before I bring the knees down. We're going to lower into spinal twist. See how you feel here? You can always leave your right hand on the left knee, left arm extends out. Maybe you look out that left arm. Maybe you smile, close your eyes. I wish you a most wonderful Virgo season.
I wish you a wonderful birthday if you are Virgo coming up this next month. And I wish you really lovely energy towards your emergence. Whatever's going on, whatever depression or sadness or difficulty you went through in the last couple of years, we've all collectively had some changes and challenges. I wish you emergence that's beautiful, happy, and healthy. Let's bring the head slowly back to center. We'll draw the knees up. Engage that bandha, that second lock. Bring your knees up. You can also bring your hand to help the knees float up. And then we're going to bring the toes down, hips to the left, and ever so gently pick up the knees and release them to the left this time. As much as you can, you keep both shoulders grounded. Make sure you have room by your dog. And if you don't have a dog, I'll give Puka dog a little pet. And if you have been here before, you know that she's doing super well recovering. And there's actually a rainbow right on her leg right now. She had a big tumor removed in May, and she's just doing absolutely great. So the power of miracle, prayers, love, visualization, energy work, meditation. Last breath. If you haven't already, you might be looking over your right extended arm. Chin is tucked towards the shoulder. Smile is on your face. Now very gently bring the head to center. Draw the knees back up with that core support. And then we're going to float the feet down. Bring your hips in line with your feet, knees, and shoulders. And then we're gently going to release the arms by our sides. I love making an energy ball. Let's finish off by rubbing our feet together, rubbing the palms of the hands together, rub, 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 create some warmth and friction and light. And hey, did you notice? We didn't stand up today. Pretty magical. Rub, rub, rub. And then we're going to release the feet, keep the hands going. You can lower the legs all the way to the ground, put them somewhere that feels good. And then we're going to separate our hands and bring them about shoulder width apart. This is a nice place to close your eyes. Then you're going to draw your hands back together. And I want you to sense and feel chi, energy, life force between your hands. It almost feels like a thick energy. Your fingers are curled and you're just gently pulsing on this energy ball, on this ball of healing, the yin and yang symbol in this ball between your hands. The balance and flow of chi, the rising and falling in your body. And then ever so gently, we're going to bring the hands so that they're not quite touching. Really feel this beautiful cosmic energy between your hands, this healing life force. And then I want you to float this ball down to your body and bring it anywhere that you need a little extra confidence and life force today. If it's something on the back side of your body, let your hands rest on top. Chin is tucked, eyes are closed, and for another couple of moments, let's access one of our greatest healing tools to be able to intend kindness and healing to ourselves, to our own organs, to our emotional or mental or spiritual fields, but especially to our physical fields. So take a couple more breaths. I want you to imagine that you have this tool of creating an energy ball and bringing it to your body mindfully anytime you wish, anytime you need. Let's remember our 6-second inhale, 6-second exhale, or longer. 7 is the beautiful, perfect number because then you access your 7 chakras, 7 musical notes, 7 planets, 7 days of the week. Lucky number 7, and maybe it's 11:11 somewhere soon, and you can make a wish during your lucky numbers for the day. Let's release the hands wherever you are. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Notice what energy is coming forth. Maybe you've gotten some inspiration or just saying the mantra, I am confident works. And I wish you the most beautiful ascension from caterpillar to butterfly. If you're interested, there's a wonderful cry-on story about the butterfly, and I'll save that for you to go look up. Or if you like, you can ask me about it, ask in the comments, or let me know what you think. All right, I love you. I'm so grateful for you, and I wish you the most wonderful day. month, year, lifetime, lifetime's soul adventure. You're beautiful, and I greatly love you, dear butterfly. Float the hands together. You can place them at the heart. We dedicate our practice to all beings. May we all be happy and healthy and relieved of suffering. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste.